get the wigger, please.
Yes. Hey, yo, we keeping our eyes open for them people wildin' out. Wigger, please, is what we scream and shout. You better act right before we put your shit on blast. Do yourself a favor, try to have a little class. Cause Mike Rapaport ain't having it. So save yourself from the embarrassment. Think before you talk or just keep your mouth shut. Cause this is I Am Rapaport and we don't give a what. So if you lose your cool,
You get wigger, please.
if you acting a fool,
You get a wigger, please.
if you wildin' like an idiot,
Wigger, please.
if you acting all ignorant,
You get a wigger, please.
if you don't listen to this new shit,
You get a wigger, please.
and if you do something stupid,
You get wigger, please.
This is the I Am Rapaport podcast, and my name is Michael Rapaport, and I am in here with my partner, my sidekick, Mr. Moody, Gerald Moody,
G Monetti.
the Moody Blues.
Yes, sir.
We're here. It's 2015, and you know, there's been so much going on in the world, so much going on in the news, so much going on in sports, and so much going on with the I Am Rapaport podcast. I don't even know where to start, Moody. I don't even know where the fuck to start, Gerald. Where do we start? We did this thing on Bill Russell, and I don't want to keep talking about Bill Russell, but I have to fucking defend myself.
Yeah, we got to start this shit. Yeah.
Now, when you talk about Bill Russell, you gotta really be careful because it's literally a very sensitive topic. People that never ever have seen a full game that Bill Russell played in live,
Word.
let alone on tape.
Word.
Forget if you saw him live. People who've never seen a full game of Bill Russell playing basketball from beginning to end will sit there and tell you, Michael Rapaport, you don't know a fucking thing about basketball if you don't think Bill Russell is the best basketball player ever.
Right.
And you never saw him play. We made some comments about his fucking wig piece. We made some comments about his whole crop.
Unkempt.
Dude, the thing is that when you talk about Bill Russell, man, listen, let's not discuss him maybe or maybe not being the greatest basketball player ever. I was simply saying when the man comes out in public, he should have his wig piece, his sideburns, his neck hairs, his whole crop ready for prime time.
Trimmed.
What do you think Red Auerbach would say to Bill Russell if he was alive today about his whole shit?
I would think Red would say you're representing the Celtics. You're representing Larry Byrd, John Havlicek.
Bob fucking Cousy.
When they come to the fucking banquets, they look like something. You look like a bum. I don't give a fuck what the Boston fans are saying and all that. We don't give a fuck. He's a winner. We are acknowledging him as a fucking winner. But we have eyesight too.
And I'm simply saying you don't have to do it all year. Obviously, you don't like to groom your shit. But when you show up to give the fucking trophy at All-Star Game and you show up to give the trophy in the NBA Finals, just, if you don't want to do it, take your ass down to the barbershop.
And hook your shit up. Just because you won 10 championships, that don't mean you can't comb your fucking hair. You can't even see your lips. See, that's what's fucked up. You can't see his lips.
Oh, shit. All right, so let's move forward. That's it. We're not talking about Bill Russell. We're not discussing Bill Russell anymore.
No more. Fuck that. Flack shit. That's it.
That's it. That's it. No more about Bill Russell. The other thing that happened is me and G Moody, we had the privilege of going to a Knicks game the other night.
Yes.
At Madison Square Garden and sitting on the courtside,
and I'd like to thank you.
Very, very, it's always a privilege.
Yes.
But when we were leaving the arena, a gentleman approached me and said, "Hey, Michael Rapaport, I listened to that fucking podcast you do." And the
Yeah.
motherfucker started going in about the discussion, actually, what you said about
The black babies.
Yes. So this guy he was offended by the black baby thing. It was a white guy who has nephews that are adopted and they're black.
Yes.
And he didn't like the whole thing. And Gerald intervened, and then the guy was like, "Oh shit,
I
you're
straightened
G
his ass
Monetti."
out. I straightened him out.
So we got approached. I mean, it wasn't a physical approachment at all,
Right.
but the dude did approach, and he was hostile.
Yeah.
He was cool at first, but then when he said the thing about the black babies, he got offended. And then he went into his fucking pocket and showed me an iPhone picture of these 3 black kids. Good-looking fucking kids.
Yes. Yes.
And Gerald said, "Yo, man, this is what I meant." And explain to him what you meant about the black babies being adopted.
I had to teach this motherfucker. I had to give him some clarity. I said, it's a fucking, like, an accessory. It seems like to me. You know, you go out to fucking Africa, right? But there are fucking kids in Los Angeles that are homeless and they need to be adopted.
There's orphanages in Los Angeles.
Right, you can go. You don't have to go to the backwoods of Tanzania. You don't have to go to Uganda. You can go right to Los Angeles Street.
Go right downtown. That Los Angeles has an orphanage.
It's white cats, it's black cats. You could get the white babies, but you seem to be fixated on going to the back swamps of Tanzania. So what are you doing out there?
Oh shit!
When you can go right to LA. And if you really want a black baby, you love us that much, why don't you just get a black man? Go to Nickerson Gardens. You get pregnant in the lobby. Go to fucking Cabrini Green in Chicago, Robert Taylor Homes. You get pregnant in the lobby. Before you get out of the building, your ass will be pregnant. So why are you going to the swamps? And you picking these cats up and you don't even know them. And you only see them motherfuckers on the red carpet. You don't see them nowhere else.
Well, obviously, let's acknowledge we're making light of something that obviously is a very great thing. Obviously, it's a great thing to adopt kids.
It's good.
You couldn't do more of a giving thing. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast, however. You're not watching a CNN report.
Right.
If you take offense to that because you think that we're not understanding that, then I want you to take your iPhone and smash it, you fuck.
Turn it off.
No, break your iPhone.
Yeah.
You don't deserve an iPhone because you're fucking dumb.
You don't
Okay.
deserve to listen to this fly shit.
Yeah, you can't listen to it because obviously we're not serious.
But why your ass is in the back swamps of Tanzania?
But so Gerald went on to say this very thing to the guy who approached us as we were leaving Madison Square Garden, and the guy's face fucking dropped.
He was a ghost. He was like, you're right. I never looked at it like that. Yeah, because why? There's kids in America that need adopt. So how you think the white kids feel when you all the way across the other side of the globe?
You mean other white kids in the orphanage and they say Madonna walking around?
Right, where we need help. Where
I'm
you
down the street.
Right, and why you don't adopt no Jews?
Oh yeah.
What's
You never
wrong with
see
them? They done went through hell too.
This is the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we'll be right back after this funkness. All right, this is the I Am Rapaport podcast. You know, everybody knows the news. The great Stuart Scott passed away, ESPN anchor. And, I didn't want to bring attention to myself, but when
Did you meet him?
Well, I did meet him, and actually, when I won the celebrity MVP trophy, Stuart Scott gave me the trophy.
I remember.
And so I have that was my little exchange with Stuart Scott. And that was, of course, I was like, oh shit. I couldn't believe I was winning the trophy because I scored 4 points.
Right.
And I couldn't believe that Stuart Scott was giving it to me because he gives like the trophy to the real
NBA
dude.
motherfuckers.
So he gave me my little bullshit trophy, and that was my my pretty much my thing with Stuart Scott. But yo, Vladdy Dottie.
Yo.
Remember that?
I remember. Stu Scott was a trailblazer, man. And as far as we have to acknowledge the importance of hip-hop music and hip-hop culture. Because
Stuart Scott was spawned. He was a soul hip-hop dude.
Yeah.
But he brought hip-hop to sports, to ESPN, to the language of sports commentary.
Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. He used to say, booyah. But I remember he was like Vladdy Dottie.
Right. And he was himself there. So we can acknowledge this man as being, because some black people get there and they feel they're the minority and they have to kind of change. But for a man to get there and be himself,
right,
is saying a lot about him.
Yeah, true. Good point, G Moody. Saying a lot about him. And being yourself. Right, it's true. But like, who's an example of commentators that weren't themselves?
Oh shit, we gonna go to Brian Gumble.
He was the OG.
He's the OG. Greg Gumbel is great, but Stuart Scott is a guy who you talk to on the street. You don't talk to about sports. Brian Gumble. It's not in that diction. It's not in that. It's Stuart Scott. That's why he's a fucking star. That's why he's a superstar.
Right.
Because, like Susie Colbert said when we was watching ESPN, it was a segment of the population that was excluded.
Just say black people.
Just say, black people were excluded, and he spoke to them.
He came in and brought that shit to ESPN.
And everybody loved it because everybody loves hip-hop. So
it's true.
He's saying hip-hop.
Yeah, he was saying hip-hop. He brought
in our
that
language. So that's why everybody loves it. But why these motherfuckers won't just say that? You got to speak about race.
You have to talk about race.
United States didn't exist. Never existed without that racism. And in order to eradicate it, we have to fucking talk about it.
You gotta talk about race. You gotta fucking. I think it's the healthiest conversation. Like that Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You gotta speak about race. Your opinions, my opinions, everybody's mixed opinions, difference of opinions, fears, anxieties, hang-ups, questions. You gotta talk about it. Okay?
Communicate. That's how motherfuckers is it. If we're in a relationship, we have to communicate.
You gotta communicate. Anyway, Stuart Scott, great, very influential to everybody.
Loves his daughters.
Good
man.
Yeah. And man, it's a big loss. Inspiration to the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we're gonna be right back. That beat is fucking banging, Gerald. Mm-hmm. We're very NBA basketball centric on this show, but we're big football fans over here at the I Am Rapaport podcast. And the other day, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Detroit Lions. And after the game, Ndamukong Suh, how do you say his name?
I think you said it right.
Ndamukong?
Yeah, they adopted that motherfucker too. Go ahead.
No, they didn't. He's adopted?
Maybe. He may be fucking
Oh, yeah, we don't fact check here.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about? He's not adopted just because of his name?
They adopted that motherfucker.
All right. This is the Iron Rapport podcast. We don't fact check, so you're saying it. I'm not saying it. I don't want to see that motherfucker's big. Yeah. He's like a TV big. He's like a dresser.
Okay.
He's like a couch. That motherfucker is big.
Something wrong with him, though.
Something is wrong with him.
Yeah.
All right. I cannot believe they let him play after he stepped on Aaron Rodgers, not once, which I'm sure was accidental, but the second one was not accidental. And here's my thing. If you haven't seen the clip, if you are a football player, you're always conscious of twisting your ankle and twisting your knee. If you step on something, your instinct is to look underneath.
Yeah. You be like, ooh.
Because you don't want to twist your own ankle. Or if you don't see who you're stepping on, if you have so that could have been one of your teammates. So you step on one of your teammates and you don't look back. He knew who the fuck he was stepping on. He did it twice. He kicked the guy in the fucking dick. He tried to stomp another guy. He twisted motherfuckers' masks.
He slammed motherfuckers on some Bob Backlund type shit.
Yo, and then after they lose to the Dallas Cowboys, he's up there crying like a little bitch.
That's to garner sympathy because he knows he's a piece of shit. So he's like, feel sorry for me.
Yeah, like I love the game.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck you.
This is a shout out to Al Bernstein. Fuck you, Ndamukong Suh. Fuck you, man.
Al Goldstein.
Al Goldstein.
Al Gold. Screw Magazine, New York City.
Whoever grew up in New York City in the 70s and the 80s, they know who Al Goldstein is. And for me, when I first discovered Al Goldstein on Channel J and Robin Byrd and Ugly George.
Baby, let me bang your box.
Woo, woo. Baby, let me bang your box. Woo, woo. Yo, shout out. I hate to do shout outs. You know, we could get Robin Byrd. Yo, let's get Robin Byrd. This is Michael Rapaport and Gerald Moody. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast. It would be our honor, our fucking honor, to interview you on the I Am Rapaport podcast. I know Robin Byrd is out there. I've seen you on the fucking, I've seen you. I know you're out there. I would love to connect. We're big fans, totally. You gave me so much titillation and the sexuality.
Yes.
I remember watching Robin Byrd. Ugly George would walk around on the streets in this neighborhood on the east side of Manhattan and ask women. He asked my mom to show her tits. If you don't know who Ugly George is, he's like the Boys Gone Wild guy, Girls Gone Wild guy. Before the Girls Gone Wild guy. He's the original Girls Gone Wild guy.
Yes, he is.
And he would walk around with a fucking, this is in the 70s, so it's not no handheld video. It's a big ass fucking
production.
And you got this, and he had this like metal outfit, and he would go up to women and say, let me see your tits. And some of them would say no, and then some of them would like show them their tits, literally right on the street during the middle of the day.
Yes. Robin Byrd.
Ugly George. Al Bernstein passed away.
Goldstein.
Al Goldstein.
How do you
Sorry,
know this
Al
fucking
Bernstein.
old
I know. And Al Goldstein in 1984 was like, "Fuck you, Bill Cosby.
Yep.
Fuck you."
Yeah.
Remember he said that?
Yeah.
And we were like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Well, what is he talking about?
Yeah. So we got to pull that clip from Al Goldstein. But Channel J, I thought about making a documentary. If somebody takes it, go ahead and do it. But I thought about making a documentary and calling it Channel J and using the old cable box as the poster and have it on J.
Don't give these motherfuckers no
Nah,
ideas.
I'm going to give them ideas. If somebody does it, they do it. Fuck them. Or I'll do it before them. If you put it out there. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast. We could talk about that shit. I don't care.
That's true.
I'm confident. If somebody does it, that's the idea. But the old cable box, and it's on Channel J. And remember it had like the little rainbow colors on it, and it would be called Channel J. It would be fucking dope. And I know there's a story behind that whole channel. It's the whole public TV shit.
Access.
Public access. And they were saying wild stuff on that. Anyway, this is the I Am Rapaport podcast. But you were making fun of me all year because I was all addicted and into my fantasy football.
Yeah, I ain't with all that.
You don't get that shit, right?
All that.
I get it. I like it, and I came in second. I've talked about this. I came in second on the Howard Stern fantasy, because if you're gonna do fantasy football, you got to do the best.
Baba Booey.
Fa fa fooey.
Yes,
ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba.
Legendary motherfucker.
Ba ba wee. Fa fa fa.
Funny people.
Fa 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 fa. Foo foo foo. Fa fa fooey.
I love them guys.
Fa fa fooey. Anyway, he beat me in the finals. And
I saw that on Twitter.
Matt Berry, who was on ESPN, who's the ESPN, he's the big guru over at ESPN. Matthew Berry.
Right.
He prefers, I didn't know this. All season long, I had been saying to him, Matt Berry. I'd email him, Matt Berry, fuck you, Matt Berry. I'm going to fucking bury you, Matt Berry. Get it? I'm going to get it? And, but I anytime I would say, whether it was nice or derogatory, it was always Matt Berry. And then I learned that he likes to be called Matthew Berry. So I think he thought I was like, I think he assumes that everybody should know, oh yeah, Matthew Berry doesn't like to be called Matt Berry. Like,
how the fuck motherfuckers know that?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Fuck are you talking about?
But now,
we call you Matthew.
no.
What do you call him? Fuck him. That's what we call you.
No, now you never get called Matthew,
Yeah.
you fuck.
You fucking motherfucker.
Now that I know this is something you don't like, you're never gonna be called Matthew ever again.
Accentuated, brother.
It's Matt. 2 T's. Your name is Matt Berry.
Matt, Nick.
Because let me tell you something. With this fantasy shit, 95% of it is luck. 3% of it is doing some research, and 2% of it is fucking is happenstance.
Yeah.
There's no fucking gurus in fantasy.
Yeah, that's fucking right. It's not fucking real. Fantasy.
It's fantasy football. Anyway, on the Howard Stern show, they were talking about the season ending, and Gary Delabonte and Howard. Just the fact that Howard Stern was talking. I've been on the show, but yo, he's so legendary now. Like, I was like, oh shit, Howard's talking about me. I've been on the show. I've had dinner with Howard. But he's so famous. He's so dope. He's like literally the... Anyway, I was tripping out.
Howard.
But Gary Delabonte said that Matt Berry doesn't respect me as a player. And I said...
You don't play in no motherfucking...
It's not
you
real.
The NBA?
He doesn't respect me as a player.
Yo, fuck. Yo, Matt Berry, what the fuck is you saying, yo?
No, but we're fans. I'm just teasing. But I don't think he gets my humor. Anyway, I don't think Matt Berry gets my humor, but I respect him. He's cool. I'm just breaking balls. Anyway, this is the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we'll be right back after. You're going to hear some funky shit right now. Right now. All right, it's the I Am Rapaport podcast. Yo, I didn't tell you, Moody, I mentioned it to you, but I went to Mammoth skiing, which I know you've never fucking done.
Oh, brother, ain't no skiing. We in the lodge. We getting fucked up in the lodge. Near the fireplace with that good old rum.
Yo, all black people?
All. You know why? Sonny Bono ran into a motherfucking tree. See, you can't stop on that shit. That's ice, motherfucker. You can't stop. Go ahead.
Anyway, I went fucking skiing up there. I went one day of skiing. Listen, I don't understand fucking skiing. I don't understand cold. But the most fucking thing I don't understand are ski boots. Now, if you never been skiing, Gerald, the ski boots, you've seen the ski boots, right?
Yeah.
They're like boots. They're so fucking hard to get on. But before you even get to putting the boots on, you got to walk across the street,
What?
2 or 3 blocks, or a block, with skis, fucking boots, fucking goggles, all kind of shit.
This
You got to
new
go up
to
the
me.
steps, all this stuff. This is before you even get to the slopes. You lug all this shit. It's like 12, 15 pounds of shit, but it's not even that it's heavy. It's more just like it's cumbersome. Like you're dropping shit. Your fucking goggles fall. Oh shit, look, my hat fell into a puddle. It's shit. And then you get to the ski place, and then you gotta get a locker. I was fortunate to be with somebody that had a locker, so I didn't have to go through the locker thing.
Right.
So that took away 15 minutes of hell. So then I get in the locker room. The first thing I see is some 90-year-old fuck changing butt ass, which was surprising.
Skin falling off his fucking
Surprising
knees.
because I had to see that. It's always shocking, but you go to locker rooms, you see it. But it was more surprising because I was like, how the fuck is this guy skiing? He could barely walk.
Yo.
And he was butt ass in the fucking ski room, the ski locker room. That's the first thing I see. Then I'm lugging all this shit. I get there and I'm trying to put this fucking ski boot on. And the closest thing I could kind of paint the picture of a ski boot is like, you know, like C3PO from
Star Wars.
He's got
George
those
Lucas.
fucking like he's probably got. I bet you like he was wearing ski boots that were painted gold. You gotta fucking push him in, kick him in. You gotta wedge your foot, and then it's literally like you're having a fight with yourself. Like it hurts. You're kicking the fucking boot. How the fuck does this thing get on?
Right.
Two of them, because you got 2 feet.
Yes.
Then you can put all this shit on, and the goggles, and the long johns, and the fucking liners, and the gloves. There's so much shit.
Stay your ass in that lodge.
The bottom line is that it's such a fucking rigmarole before you get on the actual ski slopes. You're worn out. And then you ski, and I did fine. That's like skeet.
I was about to say that.
Shout out to the starters.
Jay Skeets, what up?
Skeets, you ain't skeeting on nothing.
Go ahead.
Yo. So then I do my little skiing. It was actually fun. But then when I get back to the bottom of the hill, I just feel it. I'm like, I'm fucking done. So I walk my skis, and, I'm carrying these shit, and I have the boot strapped in, and you can't walk. You're like you're walking all fucked up.
Right.
Your feet hurt, your legs hurt. You've been squatting it's just shit, man. So I get back towards the locker room, and I got to take these fucking boots off, and hell ensues again.
Right.
And I'm like fighting with the fucking boot, and it just.
Yo, I want to switch this shit up.
What? What, motherfucker?
I don't like.
Oh, shit.
This is what I don't like. We got old ass action stars.
Yeah, like who?
Liam Neeson.
Yo, with the Taken movies?
No. Does he look like he could kick niggas' ass? Does he really look like he could fuck somebody up? No! Sly Stallone? Look at his fucking neck in the movies. Arnold?
Oh, shit.
No! They need to pass the torch.
Yeah.
You in Hollywood. Look who we need to give it to.
Who?
The Rock.
Oh, yeah, he's got it.
No, he don't got it. Terry Crews.
Oh.
Terry Crews, you got to shoot that motherfucker. You can't fight him. Liam Neeson, I'm ready to go a fair one with this motherfucker. Rocky, I'll go a fair one with him now. Terry Crews, you got to shoot him. That's it, Rap.